I made $43 billion
in 1 year.
last year.
100K tonight? Bro, there's no way I get 100K tonight, bro.
15 minutes later.
I swear smart people love to think they're better than everybody just because their GPA starts with a 3 or a 4, or because they notice the perpendicular shape and circumference of my hat within a minute of looking at me. They think they understand the risk behind everything, and they think they could break everything down like they're some calculated magician. In all seriousness, a lot of the time, the so-called dumb person is the one winning. This is something I had to grow up to see for myself, because the majority of the time when I see someone going viral, it is related to something kind of stupid. And that's not to bash my fellow coworkers, but I mean, I really don't care that much. I used to try and overcalculate everything, and I put so much worth on trying to prove my intellect, when in reality, the people that were unafraid to look dumb were the real geniuses. The jester is able to speak truth through being funny, because laughter softens the blow of the truth. That's why comedians can talk so crazy and get away with it, unless you're like Chris Rock or something. Oh, wow. But because they made that move before you, they're able to actually try and speak their mind without being afraid of looking crazy. So while you're still analyzing, they're already going dummy. What? They're going dumb hard day in and day out. I've had a few people ask me for advice to grow on YouTube. The real advice is just to post and learn, and then somehow these same people still overcomplicate it. That's why dumb people are often better than you. One of the biggest advantages of dumb people, they just do things without having a real plan, or at least they don't need a 40-step plan that they had to sit in their room pondering after smoking 15 blunts just to come up with one singular idea. Not even no damn 4 a.m. motivation where they need to understand every single angle before even starting whatever project or thing they want to do. Sometimes taking those risks can lead to failure, but like with anything, the percentages are not a real reflection of what it actually takes. On social media, the 90% of people that don't make it, they just quit in their first week. And once you realize your competition is just a bunch of overthinkers, you start to see things differently. I had the same issue too. Sometimes taking those risks could really just lead to unexpected momentum. And once you stop thinking, that momentum beats the potential every time. And as someone who will zone out in almost every conversation, I live inside my mind, and it's genuinely exhausting to not start something. A lot of smart people are full of potential and empty on actual action. Dumb people can be half as informed and still get twice as far because they actually try. Intelligence can become a trap because once you see too many responsibilities, you start to freeze up. You start to question every way something could go wrong, instead of creating ways where you can be right. You see every flaw in your own plan. Mind you, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. You find every reason to wait. You low-key being a not gonna lie. Do you see the state of the world? You might as well take a risk. You overthink every way you might embarrass yourself. Embarrassment is literally a state of mind. The only people shaming you are people that haven't done shit themselves. So instead of acting, you sit there trying to act like you're so aware and woke. Come on, bro. Meanwhile, the dumb person is too unaware to be scared in the same way. I remember early on when I was watching Speed and Kai, I was probably in high school. No, I was in high school. I was still in high school thinking, damn, bro, these guys be doing the most. And looking back at it, I don't even think the gesturing was that bad. I'm not going to defend the gesturing, even though it did get them generational wealth, but that's just an example of what I mean. And sure, the digital footprints will always be somewhat cooked, but I don't think it matters at this point. This will not be the first or last person to do some crazy shit on the internet. And that ignorance gives anyone confidence. It could have been fake confidence, but you really would never know. I seen a streamer the other day lick a toilet seat for $250.
Alright, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it.
Yeah, that's probably where I draw the line. Dumb people say things, post things, try new stuff, and are too worried about making it to actually care about looking dumb. Smart people are just often too self-conscious and too self-aware. And as someone who overanalyzes the damn cracks in the ground and the paint speckles on the damn wall, it's literally a curse. If you become too image-aware, too afraid of looking stupid, that fear is exactly what's going to keep you back. Dumb people have a freedom that smart people can't even have because they're too stuck on self-reflection. They don't need to protect their image of being intelligent. People already think they're dumb anyways. Even the smartest people are still constantly being argued against. There is no right or wrong, it's just perception. Obviously, there's some things you can't defend, so don't take that too literally. But the world does not always revolve around the smartest person. Sometimes it just rewards the person that's just showing up a lot. In this world, the people glorified the most are those that were just able to sell themselves and perform the best. I ain't saying to throw your booty in a circle. It's levels to this. And me personally, I got too much morals to do some of the shit that people be doing for virality. I got too much morals to be doing some of the stuff that people be doing for virality, bro. You can mentally edge yourself with your dream life all you want. I know it may look nice, it may sound nice, but it doesn't do much compared to the dumb people who already understood that. They might not have to think that deep or explain life better, but they can engage with it way better than a lot of you. This is one of the most annoying truths in life. Confidence will get you real far compared to someone just being overly shy. And dumb people often have insane confidence. They just be ignorant and wild and loose and free. They don't really understand what should intimidate them, and they don't even really care. Smart people often walk into rooms already doubting themselves because they think so deeply. You're already noticing like weird social dynamics and questioning shit that you shouldn't even be questioning. Knowing is not doing, and being insightful does not make you effective. It's a lot of smart people whose intellect is practically useless because they're not even applying it. A lot of smart people are addicted to understanding things, and understanding things can allow you to change things, but if you get stuck in that process, you'll just know why you're stuck, and you'll just stay stuck because you're not doing anything about it. Explanation is just the easy way to be more avoidant towards your actual goals. The dumb person skips the explanation. They don't even read the handbook. They just go straight into trial and error. I'm not saying stupidity is virtuous. I'm saying thinking paralysis is really just a disadvantage. A lot of people we call dumb are really just hesitant. They just didn't really care that much. And so they're not some Albert Einsteins, but they found what worked and just kept doing it. They move without feeling the need to conquer over the whole world first. If you're actually intelligent, that's just not going to be enough. Your mind could talk you out of anything and everything. I'm a victim of this. It could literally rationalize your procrastination. And once you lead your inaction with a bunch of excuses, you'll realize that discipline matters even more. Otherwise, your intelligence is just a machine for self-sabotage. The smarter person should always be winning in society, but only if they act despite knowing how bullshit this all is. Some of the actual geniuses lived very dumb lives. They spent most of their time investing in their knowledge and what really mattered to them. Not so they could feel successful, but literally because they felt like they had to. Dumb people feel better than you. It's probably because you just don't do anything for yourself. Better yet, they're just doing more and you're just hesitating. They thug out their embarrassment while you're probably avoiding. And while they're executing, you might just be wasting your potential. In real life, action's always going to beat intellect. That's why Clav is able to plague the youth with all these dumbass ideologies.
You think we can take a screen photo?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Alright, bet. Alright, on the count of 3. Nigga, hell hit. 3, 2, 1. Nigga, hell hit.
Oh my god.
So dumb people are not actually superior to you, but they're a little better than you. Overthinking has made a lot of smart people useless. Having potential means nothing if a dumb person is willing to act before you do.
Go subscribe to the second channel, go follow the Instagram, and go follow the TikTok. I got this new plant. Her name is Sonder. Say hi to Sonder. It's Sonder. Don't misspell it. Bye now.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.